Despite a loosening of restrictions on social distancing in Arizona, the religious community is still, for the most part, staying home. There are a few exceptions that might be a hint of what's to come. Team 12's Joe Dana explains.
One of the first rules of any religion: treat others how you want to be treated.
This is one of the central teachings of our faith, is not to create harm to others.
It's why leaders at the Islamic Community Center wrestled with the idea of opening their doors again. But Friday night, during this holy month of Ramadan, they decided new guidelines would allow for worshipers to be here in person.
I think everybody talks about the economy and everybody talks about like shops being essential, but I think houses of worship are essential for people as well.
The guidelines include no adults over 65 or children under 12. Worshippers are asked to bring their own prayer rugs, and they've shortened services.
There will be no pain, no suffering.
The Phoenix Tabernacle Church also held services this weekend. According to the church's website, members were spaced apart. Hugging or handshakes were not allowed, and strict sanitizing measures were in place. Gathering for church is considered freedom of religion, and the state attorney general issued an opinion this week that churches are considered essential services. Still, the majority of worship centers are opting to play it safe for now, including Life Point Church in Santan Valley, which 2 months ago was going to remain open for worshipers during the pandemic before reversing its decision. This morning, its pastor continued their weekly tradition of online services.
And how it's been renewed in this time of stay at home or shelter in place.
The New York Times reports some churches across the country are waiting for daily widespread testing to be available before opening back up their doors. That does not appear to be happening anytime soon. Joe Dana, 12 News.